Okay, so I've made millions of dollars online, and the main way I've done that is by getting really good at making ads that I can run on Meta, Facebook, Google, wherever, and I can run them every day, spend thousands of dollars, but make thousands of dollars in profit back. And I know nowadays there's lots of people talking about how to make money online, and they're talking about lots of different skill sets that you need, but there's no skill that is better than knowing how to make ads that convert. Because all an ad that converts is an ad that's really good at convincing somebody to spend money on your product, essentially give you money, right? And I think people know by this point that sales, if you're good at sales, it's a great skill. Like a guy that can make a shit ton of money if he just goes door to door selling whatever he wants. If he's good at sales, he'll make a shit ton of money. An ad is like, a good ad is basically like having excellent salesman working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, running all the time, constantly trying to sell your shit to thousands of people across the country using these platforms like Meta, Google, etc. And the thing is that if you have a good ad, it's the closest thing you can get to a money printer. And what I mean by that is let's say I find a good ad today that I can spend $2,000 a day on, and then I can reliably get 4 or 5K back. That ad will likely last me several months, if not years. Like I have ads that have lasted me over a year that I spend thousands of dollars a day on because I know I'm going to make thousands of dollars of profit every day, right? And that's just because it's a good ad that spoke directly to somebody and convinced them that like, hey, this product is going to solve the problem that like you're dying to solve, right? And the thing is, like, I don't think there's a truly form of passive income, especially if you're talking about a business. But hypothetically, if I fucked off for 2 months, didn't pay attention, my campaigns would still be running, my ads would still be running, and I'd still be making a shit ton of money every day just off those ads I already have, right? And the thing about advertising that I think people get confused about is they kind of think, especially if you've never run Facebook ads before, is that they think they need to do some like high level Nike Super Bowl level type shit. And that's not really what converts at all. And that's not really the skills you need. And what I mean by that is that lots of the best ads you see just look like regular videos that anybody can make, but they're just speaking directly to the right people and to the right problem that has a larger market enough to like, I guess, create enough value for you to sell your shit, right? And lots of people hear this, but they really have no idea, okay, like I want to learn how to run ads, whether it be for my own product or somebody else's. How do I do it? Well, the best way to do it is to just look at ads that have made money or you know are winning for a fact. My favorite tool to use for that is Kalo Data. It's essentially like a tracker for the top ads or like videos that have done well on TikTok Shop. And I'm just going to go in the health category just to see. But you can see that lots of these videos have made a shit ton of money. This is just the last 30 days. Like this one, 300K in sales, 300K in sales, 250K in sales. And if you take a look at some of these videos, like I'm just going to show you this one. This is a basic ass video that anybody with access to like a phone could make. But because it does a good job of selling, speaking to a person, like solving a problem, they made 150K, right? And like these ads can be repurposed across several other platforms, so who knows how much money they actually made. And just to show you another one, this one is clearly made by AI. Right? This is an AI speaker, and they just have a really good script that speaks directly to somebody's problem, so they made 150K. It's that simple. Well, it's not easy, like I want you to understand that, but as you start going through these ads, you'll get an idea of how like they're speaking directly to a problem, the type of person they're speaking to, how they're formatting it, like how the editing is and things like that. Another tool that I really like is Minia AdSpy. And basically like, this is kind of getting more into the weeds of it, but lots of people, they tell you, oh, if you want to find winning ads, go to like a big brand's library and sort by the ads that are longest running. And the theory is that like, oh, if it's been running the longest, that must mean it's like a winning ad. That's kind of true, but not really. Like a far more accurate way is that if you can sort, you can't do this in Facebook ad library, which is why you need a tool like this. If you can sort by shares, like for example, if I look at Rosabella, which is like a big supplement brand that's done really well, you can see some of their top ads if you just sort by shares, right? And then, like I said, lots of these ads don't look like some high level shit. It's some shit anybody can make in CapCut or TikTok, but they're just speaking really well to the person that they're trying to sell to. Or if you go to another brand, Primal Queen. Again, look at this shit. It's just a basic ad telling a story, and then it's 43 seconds long, but I bet you these ads have made these companies millions and millions and millions of dollars. And not only that, it's probably gotten them a shit ton of repeat customers that continue making the money for a long time. So I know it can seem daunting, and this is a difficult skill. Like, I don't want you to think like, oh, it's just so simple. I can make ads, or I'm just going to copy these people. No, it's not that simple. Because I want you to think about the last time you bought something from an ad. It's probably never. Like, I don't think I've ever bought something directly from like an Instagram ad or a YouTube ad. Because, or I can't remember a time honestly where like I sat there and I watched more than 10 seconds an ad, because making an ad is really hard. To get somebody that has never heard of your company or your brand to get hooked in and care enough to not only watch the video, but then go on to another website and buy that shit, that's very difficult. And I'll tell you right now, it's like, when I was starting, I made hundreds and hundreds of ads just to find one that worked. But nowadays, like, my hit rate's a bit better. But even now, like, if 5% or 10% of the ads that I make work, I'm like, that's good. I was like, oh, this is pretty good, because it's just hard. That's normal. Like, anything worthwhile doing is going to be difficult. And the other thing that you have to consider is like, if you're not going to get good at ads, then what the fuck are you going to get good at that's going to make you rich? Like, there's no other skill that's more worthwhile. Because I want you to understand, it's like, somebody that's good at ads, like, if you're trying to sell any product or any service, unless you have like a built-up brand where people just love you, like, for example, let's say Prime, they have the built-up equity of the decades that combined Logan Paul and KSI spent building up that fan base of loyal followers and loyal people that want to buy from them. Unless you're trying to do some shit like that, which takes a long time horizon, the only other way to sell shit really is through ads that kind of just punch people in the face, and it's like, buy, buy, buy. And the thing is, once you get good at that, like, let's say if you genuinely have a good ad, like, let's just say I created an amazing ad for whatever product you're trying to sell or thing today, and I launch it in that account. If it's good enough, like, literally overnight, it could go from spending a few $100s per day to all of a sudden spending $20K per day, but you're getting $40K back. Tens of thousands of dollars in profit and back, just because you made a good enough ad. Like, that can happen. So there's no skill that can take you quicker from like zero per month in terms of your income from like online business, whatever you're trying to start, to like literally months where you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, it can be that quick. Like, just to give you an idea, like, when I was first starting out, I had my product, and then it was kind of stupid. I was just kind of in a position where I ordered a shit ton of product, and I'm like, okay, now how the fuck do I sell it? I was fucking around. I was like trying to post on TikTok, trying to post on Instagram, build up organic, but that wasn't working. So I was like, okay, let me try ads. And I realized quickly, like, the potential that ads had, so I just kept trying at it. And I went through months where I was losing money on ads, couldn't find a winning ad. Then all of a sudden I found one that worked, and I went from like losing $5K a month on my business to overnight, like, literally making like $50K a month, $60K a month from that business, all from one winning ad, right? And this is an ad I literally just made on CapCut, and it probably took me like 10 minutes. But because I knew who I was speaking to now, and I had a better idea because I'd failed so many times, that happened. And literally that started a path where, like, then from there, like, I found my next winning ad. So then I had, like, you know, probably like dozen or so ads that you could call winners that were spending thousands of dollars per day. So it quickly ratcheted up from like, oh, I'm losing money on ads. Oh, I found my first one. Here's the winner. Oh, all of a sudden I'm finding a bunch of winners because I'm way better at it. So now I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in profit, right? Like, advertising is a very difficult skill, but there's no skill that's more worthwhile. So if you're trying to learn, maybe the best idea isn't what I did and buy a shit ton of inventory and be like, try to make ads for it, because that's kind of a high pressure situation that I wouldn't recommend. But there's plenty of other ways you can try it. The main way is affiliate. TikTok Shop Affiliate's one. You can just make videos, and those videos are basically just ads. And if it's a good ad, it'll go viral, good organic, make a shit ton of sales, or just do affiliate. And affiliate, the way it works is that people post their companies, their offers online, and then you just run ads for them on Facebook, on Google, wherever. And then if you make a sale, they give you a commission of it. And if your ad's good enough, there'll be some left over there for you. And I know affiliates making a shit ton of money, more money than me. Like those people are rich, all just because they're good at ads. But the point is that you just want to get good at ads. Start now. Start like looking at some of those winning ads. Learn today what makes them good, and just get started today.